Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Yankees Talk. Yes, folks, it's back. You've been asking me to bring it back, and I'm bringing it back, folks. Alright, now I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done. I got some stats written down here, and I got some things I do want to talk about. So hopefully we get to about that 10-15 minute range I usually try to get to. Now, to start off, the Yankees are a hot team. They're the hottest team in baseball right now. And they're finally, after struggles at the beginning of the season, winning. They obviously have a good stretch with 16 wins out of their last 18. With this year's loss against the Red Sox, they do fall to 26-11, which is still a very good record, and they're tied, in fact, for first place with their rival, the Red Sox. Some key man to start talking about is Ronald Torreyes. The little man now, has a .347 batting average, a .360 on base percentage, and a .429 slugging. He still has no home runs, but he usually hits around 5 or 6, maybe not even during a season, so I'm not expecting him to hit too many home runs. He's not a power hitter, he's a contact hitter, he's a free swinger, he gets base hits, and he drives runs in. The big man, number 99, Aaron Judge, has a .311 batting average, a .444 on base percentage, and a .578 slugging. He has 9 homers and 28 RBIs on the season. Now, I don't expect him to stay over 300 at all. I mean, him and Stanton just strike out too much to be above an 300 hitter for the season. But I do expect him to get up there in home runs. I do expect him to get up there in RBIs, and I do expect him to still contribute to the team in a very good way. But I feel like he's going to get in that stretch again where he's striking out almost every game. For those of you that don't remember, he struck out 52 games in a row, or had a strikeout in 52 games in a row. Didi Gregorius has a .280 batting average, a .369 on base percentage, and a .598 slugging. After that very hard start to the beginning of the season, he was the AL Player of the Month. He is starting to cool down a little bit. Not as many home runs, not as many hits, but I feel like he's still doing very good. He's still contributing to the team a lot. Giancarlo Stanton has come out from the weeds. He has built his batting average back up to .238, which is from before is really good. A .327 on base percentage, and a .479 slugging. He has 9 homers along with Aaron as well, tied with Aaron Judge, and he's really getting that swing going. He's starting to hit more, and he's starting to contribute to the team more. And I did say in the beginning of the season, I told everyone I knew, basically, I think we should trade Stanton right now. But I retract that statement. I say we keep Stanton because right now he's contributing and he's helping a lot out with the team. Gary Sanchez is hitting just above the dreaded Mendoza line with that .202 batting average. And for those of you who don't know, the Mendoza line is a .200 batting average. So if he gets below that, he'll be below the Mendoza line. Let's talk some rookies. Miguel Andujar and Gleyber Torres. They're starting to be really hot. They're both making exceptional progress in hitting in clutch situations. Of course, Gleyber Torres with a couple very, very nice home runs. And Miguel Andujar doing a great job over there at third base. Let's talk about some pitching. The pitching has been better. I'm looking at their ERAs now, and I barely see anyone above a 4. Luis Cessa is above a 4. Masahiro Tanaka is above a 4. Jonathan Holder, Dylan Betances, Sonny Gray, and Tommy Kahnle. Some of the new guys, obviously, do not have any ERA or barely have an ERA, but Aroldis Chapman only has a 1.59 ERA, 9 saves out of 10 save opportunities, 17 innings pitched, 9 hits allowed, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, no home runs given up this season yet, 5 walks, 34 strikeouts. Batters have a 148 batting average against him, and he has a .82 whip. That's very good for a closer. He's very contributed to the team in the pitching and shutting everything down. CC Sabathia had a struggle last night as he fell to 7-7. I mean, he's never been a night pitcher. He's getting older. He just couldn't get the ball down. He needs to start pitching lower in the zone. He starts pitching lower in the zone, he'll have a better time at getting batters out and finishing games and not allowing so many runs. The Yankees could still use one of those star pitchers that we see coming up, and they can still look into their farm system. They can try to make some trades. They can try to make some deals. I think Brian Cashman needs to look into getting one of those star pitchers. One of those shutdown guys that will shut down any team, any bullpen, anything, anywhere. And that will contribute to the team the best they can. And I feel like if we get one of those star pitchers, we're golden. Because they're hitting Not necessarily all the time, but they're hitting in the right places and when they need to be hitting. And that's what we really need. I mean, the person with the most innings is CC Sabathia and Tommy Kahnle have the most innings. Tanaka with 46 and a third. CC with 36 and a third. Luis Severino has 53 innings. And Luis Severino is not doing necessarily the best. I'm sorry, CC falls to 2-0. I'm looking at something else. CC falls to 2 wins and no losses. He didn't get a decision last night in that 7th inning rally that they unfortunately could not come back in. Luis Severino is 5-1, so he's doing pretty good. And he has 8 games started, and he has 6 decisions. So that's pretty good with a 2.21 ERA, 53 innings pitched, 34 hits allowed, 13 runs, 13 earned runs, 2 home runs, only 12 walks, 63 strikeouts. Batters only have a 181 batting average and a .87 whip for Luis Severino. So the heavy throwing Sevy is doing great this season. Let's talk a little bit about Sonny Gray. Obviously had some struggles in the beginning of the season. Couldn't necessarily locate the ball. Was fixing his windup. Was trying to find, I guess, the way he wanted to pitch, the areas he wanted to pitch in, the areas he tried to fix. And the past 2 starts, it looks like he's fixed those problems. His ERA is still above a 6. But if he keeps pitching the way he's pitching, I mean, it should keep going down and everything should keep going down. Sonny Gray right now is 2-2 with a 6 ERA, 7 games started, 33 innings pitched, 37 hits allowed, 22 runs, 22 earned runs, 3 home runs given up, 21 walks, which needs to really come down. That's the most of any Yankee pitcher on the staff. 30 strikeouts, batters hitting .272 against him with a 1.76 whip. And for those of you who don't know what a whip is, it's walks, hits to innings pitched. And the higher it is, obviously the worse they're doing. Jonathan Holder has a very low whip, but not necessarily the best ERA, the 4.76 with 10 games started, with 10 games pitched. He does only have 11 1/3 innings to go with that. He gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 1 home run, 2 walks, and 11 strikeouts with a 220 batting average against him and a 97 whip. The lowest of any, except for David Robertson and Luis Severino. He is the 3rd lowest whip on the team. Let's talk a little bit about the coaching staff and the way Aaron Boone has been managing the team lately. I feel like Aaron Boone needed some of that time in the beginning of the season to really bond with the team, to really figure everything out. And he's his first year managing, obviously, some new hitting coaches, some new pitching coaches. But now that we're about that 20 to 30 game stretch, they've had the chance to bond, they've had the chance to work together, and I feel like they've clicked. And they're acting all as one team, and everything's getting fixed that needs to get fixed. And this team's hot streak will continue. And I believe that Aaron Boone now knows how to use the bullpen. Obviously, some injuries are hindering the team a little bit, but hopefully some of those guys get back soon. Neil Walker obviously out with an injury, not too much of a problem, as Ronald Torres has taken his place and done a great job of taking his place. Miguel Andujar taking over for Brandon Drury, great. Gleyber Torres is doing great in his job wherever they put him in the field. So Aaron Hicks hitting great. Everyone's doing good. Everyone's doing what they need to do. And this team is starting to look like the team from last year. If they continue to do this, they will have a good stretch. They will have a good season. They will win ball games. And they will make it back to the ALDS, the ALCS, and hopefully this time the World Series. And hopefully they will win the World Series this year. I'm counting on it. World Series number 28. Here we go. I want it. I want the ring this year. I want Aaron Boone to get the ring this year. I want some of these rookies to get the ring this year that are working their asses off trying to get this team to be what it needs to be. They're contributing. Everything's coming together. Everything's clicking. Everything I said in the beginning of the season totally false. This team, I said in the beginning of the season, this team needs to click together. I said they suck. That's false. They did suck in the beginning of the season. I was upset that they weren't clicking. They now are. All my complaints for right now are gone, except for some of the pitching could be better, but the team is hitting in the right places. They're getting runs. They're rallying in some of those innings, even though it's a 5-4 loss last night. This team, I've noticed with this team, they don't give up. They don't give up. They could be down 8-0 in the 7th inning. Next thing you know, the score is 8-6 for a final score. This team doesn't give up. This team will rally to the end. This team will keep hitting to the end. This team won't give up. So I think that's a great quality to have, and that's a championship team quality to have. That's the way you gotta be. You can't be like, we're down, ain't nothing, oh, screw this. No, they keep fighting, they keep trying to get runs, and they're working together. Alright, thank you all for listening to this episode of Yankees Talk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to see more vids like this. And until next time, I'm Glenn Goldman, Pharaoh the Cat, and until next time, peace.